Hi friends, welcome back. This is the second video of Kaal Sarpa Yoga. Okay, so in my first video, I explained how Kaal Sarpa Yoga is formed. So just to make it clear, whenever all the planets placed in between houses of Rahu and Ketu, okay. See here, it is very clear. It doesn't mean that suppose you have Moon and Rahu and Jupiter and Rahu in one of the houses and planets Ketu is placed alone and planets are there in between. It may not have, but it says that whenever the planets are placed in between Rahu and Ketu, okay, then the Kala Sarpa Yoga is formed. It's very clear. Okay, so the house wise, when we see, like, it can be, we have 12 houses which are there, so it can be formed because whenever Rahu is suppose placed in first house, the Ketu will go with seventh house, second, eighth, okay, third and ninth, fourth and 10th, and fifth and 11th, and like sixth and 12th. Okay, so this is how it is formed, but it can get formed in any of these 12 houses. It can be Rahu, Ketu, but it always starts with Rahu and Ketu. Okay, so Rahu and Ketu, like, they are so powerful that they can create eclipse, with even with the sun, or it can be with moon. Okay, so they have, because sun, we all know that sun has the capacity to make the planets combust, because when sun goes near to a planet, that condition is known as combust condition. Okay, when the sun is placed within 2 degrees or 3 degrees of difference of any planet, then it creates a combust condition. It can be happen with any planet. Okay, but Rahu and Ketu case is very different. Okay, they have the capacity to dominate these very highly powerful planets also, like sun. So whenever we are saying Kala Sarpa Yoga is there in the chart, it indicates two things. Okay, one is obstacle, one is delay. Okay, why? Because the decision making capacity is lost here. Okay, that is the result of Kala Sarpa Yoga, or it is very slow. Even though the person is a very smart person, but he will get to know the things later. Okay, once the of something has happened, and then he will get to realize that this would have happened if I would have done this or that. Okay, so it's a kind of realization, I can say. Okay, and it's a kind of delay. So smart people will have understand in advance only that yes, if this is done, then this is the result. But in Kala Sarpa, as I told, there is an impact from Rahu and Ketu, so it will confuse and will have illusion, and there is no mental clarity, like what is right and what is wrong, or even if the right things are done, the results can be delay or can be a failure also. So that is why this Kala Sarpa Yoga is very important. So my understanding also says, or my observation also says, most people with Kaal Sarpa dosha go to astrologers. Okay, because they know that they have tried their best. Okay, they have done a lot of things in their life which can really help them to improve, but the things are not going in their own way, because that is due to this Kaal Sarpa dosha. Okay, and it's a kind of curse. Okay, it's a kind of curse which comes from past birth. Okay, so we cannot say that how many birth we have taken. If we are believing in astrology, then we have to believe in this science also of rebirth or punarjanma and all that. Okay, so in how many lives, what kind of deeds we have done, we have no idea on that. Okay, and we can never say that I haven't done anything wrong in my life. Yes, you may not have done anything wrong in your life, this life, current life, but there is something which is done in the past life or past lives. Okay, we don't have any idea on that, so let's not think that we are very innocent or we haven't done anything wrong with anyone. So it's not correct. Okay, so we have to judge things very carefully, then only we can have a answer with we can have an answer with us. Okay, that's what I would say. So whenever there is a delay or obstacle is high, we have to see that if there is a presence of Kaal Sarpa Yoga, and remedies and everything also I will tell you. So whenever I will tell you the results also I discussed and everything, I will explain you now what are the types of Kala Sarpa yoga and how it is formed. Okay, so first one is known as the Ananta Kala Sarpa Yoga, when Rahu is in the first house and Ketu is in the seventh house. So this is getting formed in the lagna or the first house itself. So it creates constant struggle and constant struggle for stability. Okay, stability won't be there because it can be this can have an impact on the health of the native also, because this is getting formed in the lagna or in the first place only. Okay, so the person will always be confused, because this is, as I in my past videos I have told, any planet which is placed in the first house, that will have a lifelong impact on that person, because that is there in his body. Okay, that's the lagna, and any planets which is placed in the first house will have a result, even though the dasha or mahadasha the person is not running through, but it will have impact. Let's why we say that Venus is very auspicious in first house. Jupiter is in for auspicious in first house. Where from these auspicious things come? This auspicious is not does not mean that it is this auspicious or this good thing is there only for some time. No, this thing is there for the entire life. The same thing will happen if Rahu is also placed here. Okay, so Rahu is placed in the first house and Ketu will go with second seventh house. So this will there will be constant struggle for stability in the life, when it is known as Ananta Kala Sarpa Yoga. Okay, the second work is known as the Kulik Kala Sarpa Yoga. Okay, here the second house, Rahu is placed in the second house and Ketu is placed in the eighth house. Here the struggle will be related to three things. Okay, so the second house always signifies family, okay, finance and speech. Okay, so three will have impact when this Kulika Kala Sarpa Yoga is formed in the second house. Okay, and this thing also, Rahu in the second house will have also some issues with the eating habit of the person. Okay, there can be some kind of addiction also can be seen if this is formed in the second house. Okay, that's what my observation is. Okay, now here the third one is known as the Vasuki Kala Sarpa Yoga. So it is formed in the third. Rahu is in the third house, Ketu is in the ninth house. So it what all things third house represents? Third house represents the courage and the communication. Okay, also the luck, because Ketu is going impacting the luck, or Rahu has the direct aspect on the luck house also. So three things will be the Kal Sarpa will have impact on these three things. Okay, so when it is formed in the fourth house, it is known as Sankfal Kala Sarpa Yoga. Okay, it is fourth house. So fourth house is, what is it? It is a house of mother, property, and emotional peace and career. Okay, to some extent it goes for career also. So here all these areas will have impact of Kala Sarpa Yoga. Okay, because the Rahu is fourth in the placed in the fourth house. Here what one more thing it will create is even though the person may have all the comfort in the world, but the person may not have peace inside home at least. Okay, because whenever these kind of planets are placed in the fourth house, they will create issues in the person's family life. Okay, or home particularly. Okay, hometown, or it can be home, or the places which is very native. Okay, then the fifth one is the Padma Kala Sarpa Yoga. So this will obviously have a impact on the children. Okay, and gains, and there'll be some impact on the education part also, that is known as the Padma Kala Sarpa Yoga. So sixth one is Padma Kala Sarpa Yoga, when Rahu is 6,000, Ketu goes to 12th house. Okay, causes this is very critical, because this is happening in the sixth house of health also, so it will have impact on health and unexpected expenses. A lot of expenses will be there, and it can cause hidden fear, as Rahu is very Rahu is the planet which creates hidden fear. So this is a result of when it is placed in sixth house. Okay, so the seventh one is known as the Kaal Sarpa Yoga. So where it will have impact on your marriage, it will have impact on a partnership and overall well-being. Why? Because from seventh house the aspect is going to the first house. So any planet which is placed in seventh house will have impact on your lagna or the personality also. Okay, and one more thing is like Ketu is also there in the first house, so that will have impact. So that is known as this Kala Sarpa, Daksha Kala Sarpa Yoga. Okay, then when eighth Rahu is placed in the eighth house itself, it is known as Karkota Kala Sarpa Yoga. So here the Rahu is placed in this one, and Ketu goes to second house. Sudden downfall, because eighth house is think of a sudden change, okay, accident and sudden things. I can say accident is a certain thing, right? We are not never prepared for it. Accident is never planned, so it happens all of a sudden. So that is why it is known as this one. So this kind of problem is created when Rahu is placed in eighth house and Ketu goes to second house. Okay, so this also may have some issues with the eating habit, because Ketu is sitting in the second house or in the family house. Also there could be detachment related to that planet. Okay, it when it goes to Sankachud Kala Sarpa Yoga, that happens when Rahu is placed in the ninth house, Ketu goes to third house. Okay, so it will have impact on your fortune, luck, okay, father, and higher learning and belief system only. Okay, there is a possibility that the person can go with religious. They may have some difficulty in religious belief and all that. Okay, so he may go for other belief system also. So that's how it is. So impact when it is happening in the ninth house, and obviously it will have impact on the luck. Okay, then and that there is Ghatak Kal Sarpa Yoga, which is Rahu is placed in 10th house and Ketu goes to this one, but Rahu is in the 10th house, creates very good yoga for politicians. But if Kala Sarpa Yoga is also powerful and other planets don't have any power, then it may have negative impact in the way of career obstacles will be there, and recognition, and there'll be a lot of stress, because this ultimately has an impact on the fourth house. Okay, so then under the 11th house, it is known as the Vistara Kal Sarpa Yoga, when Rahu is placed in the 11th house, and fifth Ketu goes to fifth house, so reverse direction. Okay, even though whenever any planet is placed in 11th house, it is mandated to give very good results, but Ketu goes to fifth house once again. So there'll be a problem which is related to fulfillment of desire, or friendly gains, or social circle also will be very weak for this person when Rahu is placed in Kala Sarpa Yoga and in 11th house. Okay, the last one is when Rahu is placed in the Sheshnag Kala Sarpa Yoga, Rahu is placed in and Ketu goes to sixth house. Okay, so as we understand that 12th house is the last house of house where people get you know that's a god of spiritual awakening and a detachment. So a person realize a self realization, okay, which is there. So it will happen, but it will have delay in delay will be also be there in this case. Okay, so friends, coming back here, I'll quickly tell you like what are the things that can be done. So need to worship Lord Shiva. Okay, that's very important. Whenever there is a Kal Sarpa Yoga, we have to continue worshipping Lord Shiva. Okay, Nagadevata also we can do that. Inside of this Shivalinga there'll be Nagadevata also there in the temple. So you can pour milk and water and do all the worshipping which is possible for this one. Kal Sarpa Santi Puja also can be done in various places, but based on how much money we have, we should not go for very expensive puja. I would say that unless until you have that money, because the reason what I'm saying is anything which is there, if this yoga is formed very is powerful and other planets are not supporting, then any amount of money we can spend, but the results will be delayed only. Okay, so that is why we have to be careful on spending a lot of money. I would not say that. Better surrender yourself and be there in the path of righteousness, and things will automatically come to you. Okay, and other things we can do is donate black items, or deep dan also is known as the fasting we can do on this Saturdays or Mondays and all that. Okay, and mantra japa also can be done. Om Sarparajaya Namah, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasuki Nagaya, daily it can be done. Okay, and we have to help the poor and the needy people. Okay, that can have some impact, but as I told, unless until the planets are strong, that will have impact on this one. So friends, this is the end of Kaal Sarpa Yoga. Okay, I hope you liked this video. Thank you so